All right, guys, in this video, we're going to talk about something really serious. There's an upcoming recession market shift that a lot of people are going to be going through. And here's what we want to do. We want to make sure that you guys have a war plan ready for the worst case scenarios that could potentially happen. We want you guys to be prepared to thrive, survive, and come out stronger than ever. Unfortunately, a lot of you that are unprepared are going to get absolutely crushed. And we're here to make sure we save you from yourself. So, Joe, we're going to go through our 5-step Sims war room plan that we're effectively working on for our own real estate team to prepare for this worst case scenario so we can come out stronger than ever and we can keep everybody thriving during volatile times. So Joe, you ready to go, my friend?
I am, man. And I think the value of having a plan is so underrated. So many people are just flying by the seat of their pants right now. And Jay, what do you think is going to happen to those people in 30, 60, 90 days from now?
I think 30, 60, 90 days from now, they're going to get caught with their pants down and they're going to realize, holy shit, I'm not prepared. So we're here to save you from yourselves, guys. I'm going to hit you with our 5-step Sims war room plan. Get your pens out because you're going to want to take some notes on this one. So number one is you need a communication plan. You need to become the authority when it comes to real estate information in your marketplace. I want you guys to have a land, air, and sea strategy. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, you name it, LinkedIn. I want you guys to have a communication plan. I want you guys to be able to tune out all the noise of what's going on in the bought and paid for media networks of Fox and CNN and all that stuff that creates panic and fear. And I want you guys to become that balanced, trusted news source when it comes to real estate in your market. Okay. More than ever, guys, you're going to need to quadruple. In some cases, you guys are going to need to 10x the amount of content that you're doing so that you guys are getting a consistent message in front of your audience. And you need to continue to build that audience because what's going to happen is agents are going to start pulling back. They're going to start having fear and panic. And you need to be that person that's pushing forwards with content right now. So the other thing that's going to start happening with this communication strategy is the more you start doing that, you start building authority in your marketplace. As people have homes that are sitting on the market that are not selling and they're not hearing from their agents because those agents didn't prepare skill-wise on how to communicate through longer listings, they're going to start looking for other options. They're going to start looking at other market authorities. Make sure you position yourself as somebody that's going to get that interview because you can come in and be the hero and get those listings sold for those agents that just weren't prepared. Okay. So that's why you need a strong communication plan.
So before we go into number two, Jay, let's break down what that strategy actually looks like. What are the measurable activities involved? Because somebody might be like, well, I post once a week. I got a newsletter once a month. My communication strategy is done.
Right.
So what do you think it actually goes into these?
Okay. Number one, I would be creating a YouTube video once a week. 10 to 20 minutes long that really talks about what is actually going on in the market in your area. I would be looking to replicate some of the really good YouTubers out there in real estate and take some of their titles, some of their information and personalize them to your market. I want you guys to be able to interpret what is actually happening in your marketplace. And it's going to be rapidly changing. There's going to be different segments of your market that are going to require different expertise, and you may have a seller's market at a certain price point and a buyer's market at another, and maybe another one is balanced. So weekly YouTube video would be absolutely number one and paramount. Number two, guys, I would be posting at least one Instagram reel video per day. I would be posting at least one video on shorts when it comes to Facebook daily. I would be doing a weekly blog post that summarizes some of the key points from your video. I would be doing that as a blog post, and I would be getting that on your website. It's good for SEO and building authority. The other thing that's going to be really important with that is you can add that content and that video to your newsletter. Okay. Another strategy that I would be incorporating if I'm you guys is I would start becoming a community ambassador as well and start showcasing some of the great businesses and different things to do in your community. Right? I want people, when they're thinking about real estate, they're thinking about you. When they're thinking about the community, they see you as being top of mind. So as part of your communication strategy, that would be the daily measurable activities that I would be doing. Once we have our full official war plan done, we'll be able to share it for a select lucky few of you that are working with us or are part of our EXP organization. The next thing, guys, number two in your war plan is you need to have conversations with all of your past clients. This is absolutely paramount and critical. You should be talking to them at least once per quarter. And I'm talking face-to-face or on the phone. And I think you guys need to move from just, hey, what's new and exciting? Obviously a good place to start. But hey, I know there's a lot of information out there on real estate and it's, dominating headlines. Let's talk about how you're feeling. What are your real estate goals and objectives? Where are you at? Let me help you understand exactly what's going on in our marketplace. Because again, those major news headline medias are not indicative of exactly what's going on in your market. So be an expert, be knowledgeable, have proactive conversations. It's going to be easier than ever to list properties right now because a lot of sellers have fear that the market's going to crash. And so you're going to have sellers that are ready to list. Be ready to take those listings, but also be ready to educate them and manage those listings for the haul, right? The long haul. Third thing is you guys need to prepare to be able to do twice the activities for half the income, okay? Massive levels of action are going to be required. If you are not prospecting at least 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, you guys are going to get crushed, absolutely crushed. You need to have consistent lead sources, whether it be FSBOs, expireds, because there's going to be a lot more of those. Have a good internet lead source like Google, Bing, Zillow, Realtor.ca, you name it. I need you guys to have consistent lead sources outside of your sphere of influence as well that you can be constantly following up with and working on. So I would suggest adopting at a minimum a 10 conversation strategy per day around real estate. At least 10 proactive text messages sent out per day and at least 10 quality emails and video emails sent per day. At a minimum, I would have that in your war plan, guys.
And here's the other thing, man, like brand new agents out there who don't have active lead generation sources, go knock on some doors. Go find out what neighborhoods have the most listings currently. Go door knocking. Ask for other people's opinion on pricing, or, if you have a listing, leverage the shit out of it, right? Hold an open house. Use it to talk to more buyers and sellers. Come up with a strategy. Use what little is out there right now and maximize it. Don't sit on your thumbs. Get out.
Couldn't agree more. This is going to be an action-based market that's going to require a lot of persistence. You're going to need to develop new conversation skills. And I promise you guys that this market will have a tremendous amount of opportunity for those that seek it and approach this with the right mindset. Okay. The fourth thing is you need an accountability plan to keep you motivated and keep you pushing forwards. You need a network of people that you're surrounding yourself with that are like-minded, that are focused on action and getting through this and thriving coming out the other side. So the environments that you're spending time in do matter. And if you don't have a mentorship group, that's a problem. I have mentors that I go to. I have business partners that I go to. I create an environment that allows me to bring out the best in myself. And anybody that I coach and mentor, anybody that works with us knows the importance of an accountability plan. So please have that. Number 5, and this is going to be very, very crucial, is you need to focus on your skills training right now more than ever. You're going to be having conversations with buyers who are going to want to sit on the fence. They're going to be like, well, I think I'm going to wait, right? When people are fearful, they panic and they freeze. That is where opportunity is, but you have to be skilled as an advisor and helping them make decisions when they should be making those decisions. It's easy to get people to make decisions when the market's crazy and it's frantic, but that's not always the best time to make moves. The best times are when there's volatility like we're about to go through. That is where a lot of wealth can get built. But as an advisor, you have to have the skills to be able to get people out of their own way. You're going to have to be able to have a communication plan with your sellers to get them to list and stay with you for the long haul. You may have listings that sit on the market for a month, 2 months, 6 months, a year in some cases, and maybe longer. So what is your strategy to keep your clients motivated and focused and keeping that house on the market? Your listings are going to stack up. You're going to have more listings than you've had for the last 2 years sitting, and you're going to need to constantly work that. Make sure you're building bridges with other agents. More than ever, those agents are going to be the key to your success. Don't be that adversarial agent, be the collaborator, right? Make sure you're getting agents through your listings, right? Very, very important. If they don't know and have your house top of mind and there's 20 other options in the marketplace, I promise you that is not doing your seller a favor. So get as many agents through the doors in your listings and properties so they know about it. So working your skills, hugely important. This is something that we've built an action plan around for all of our students, all of our agents in our team. We're going to be handling all the most common objections that people are going to be hearing during this recession. And we're going to make sure that our people have practiced this until they're absolutely blue in the face, where they can handle these objections on the spot with confidence because they've handled it in the war room and in the practice room beforehand. Anything you want to touch on that?
What I want to say, man, is nobody can do it alone, right? I truly don't think you can. And we've spent the last 3.5 years building infrastructure to help people get this. This is what people are missing right now. And I think there's a lot of families that are going to start going hungry in this industry because people are missing this. It's that level of massive action. It's who you collaborate with and the resources you have at your fingertips. Jay, you actually said something this morning that I thought was really, really impactful. You said that there's 3 things that we cannot take our eye off of right now. Do you remember what they were?
You tell me, Joe.
Health.
Oh yes, the 3, this is the bonus. Health, wealth, and relationships. Those are 3 things that you absolutely need to have a key plan for, because I'll tell you, during recessions, those are the 3 things that are going to be hit the hardest, right? Mm-hmm. People start getting depressed, they start eating, right? They start doing all the wrong things that they should be doing. Make sure that you make your health a priority. Look after your temple, because listen, if you are not in the best physical shape that you can be, and you're not in the best state of mind that you can be, these recessions can be absolutely brutal. So you're going to battle and war. That is the mindset you need to have, right? I told my team today, I said, guys, there's 2 options for me. I am going to die on the battlefield, making sure we get through this, or we're getting through this stronger than we've ever been. And I'm telling you right now, I do plan on living a longer life, and I want to do everything I can to make sure that we are a stronger, more viable company in every aspect as we work through this. And I'm committed and willing, if I have to die on that war field. If you have that mindset and that mentality, I'm telling you guys, that is the key. It all starts right here, okay? Get serious about this. Don't bury your head in the sand. Don't just look for news headlines that are gonna scare the shit out of you, or news headlines that are gonna make you feel like, oh, I'm good. Be fucking real. Be prepared. Second thing is your relationships are gonna be strained. If you're worried about money and things like that, your relationships are going to be strained. I can tell you, as a husband and a father and as the leader of my family, the best thing I can do to keep my wife confident and happy and thriving is I need her to know that I've got an action plan and that I'm focused. And guess what? When I do that, I get my wife on my side and she supports me in the areas that I need. Make sure you're having a conversation with your spouse. Make sure that they understand that you are getting into war mode and you're prepared to do what it takes, and that we're going to need to work together. Make sure that you guys make time. Maybe you're not going out and spending as much money out there going to fancy dinners. Making dinner at home and having date nights with your spouse and doing a little Netflix is totally okay. Make sure that you keep your social engagements with your friends. Quit saying no. Get out there and be with them. Right? Make sure that you're still doing activities to keep your mind fresh. And thirdly, tighten up where you can, get rid of trim the fat where you can, but don't slit your own throat. Your marketing that's driving your business, that is important to keep investing in. Your people are a big asset. Do what you can to keep them moving forwards, right? If you're investing in coaching and somebody that's helped you grow and mentor you in your business, that is somebody that can help ride through this with you, that will make sure that you stay on the right warpath so that you dominate and that you thrive, because there is opportunity. So that is the next message in this, is make sure that you guys are prepared in all facets of this, but 3 themes: wealth, health, and relationships. You guys keep those things in line, have your war plan ready. And I tell you guys that you guys will absolutely dominate, because here's the thing. Everybody else in your market is going to have the same playing field, the same battlefield. Everybody's got the same things that are being thrown at them as you. So the people that are going to be the most prepared, the most ready with an action plan will thrive. Final word goes to you, Joe. And
final word is, if you do not have an action plan, training plan, mentorship, or if you've got just the slightest inkling you might have a mindset problem, guess where you can go? Shoot us a direct message, reach out to us, call us, text us, email us. I don't care. We're here to help, right? I want to make sure that everybody creates that level of abundance. I know what it's like to not have that. I know what it's like to not have a plan. And my commitment, and I know, Jay, it's yours too, is to make sure nobody ever experiences that. That's why we get up, we get fired up in the morning, and why we show up doing what we do with such passion and energy. So if you want to learn more about what we do, you want us to help you build a great business plan, a war plan, so that you can just absolutely kick the crap out of the recession that's coming in, let us know. Don't sit on it.
Perfect. Couldn't say it any better myself, my friend. Thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in. And listen, we're here to help anybody that's looking to level up. We're here, ready. We've got our war fucking room set up. We've got everything ready to go, and we will help you get through it.
Later.